Hi there. I'm going to try to really quickly do a what we've read this week because literally it is Saturday and all week I've been trying to make this video and it just has not happened. So I have the girls and James with me. We are going to be dropping books back at the library and I just wanted to show you an update before we did that. So we're going to try to do this quickly. We'll see how this goes. Okay, let me start with the top picks for my 5-year-old and 3-year-old this week. The Foot book. I actually asked Samuel's opinion before I made this video of what his favorite books were that we read him this week. And this is what he picked. The Foot book, which is just a fun, silly Dr. Seuss book. Make Way for Ducklings. I think I may have even shared this one with you before, but this has just been a long-standing favorite for all of my kids. I could probably read this book with my eyes closed. Another duck book, The Little Duck. This is a really sweet book, and there are actually 3 books in this series that we have. There's like, which one is it, Bella? The Little Goat and the Little
Sheep.
Lamb or something like that. But they have actual photos that they follow the story of one child and his interaction with that particular animal. So, really sweet little books there. Okay. This was a book that actually my older and younger, I read to everybody. It's Elephant Baby, and it follows the story of an elephant baby who grows up, and it has a lot of facts in it. So it's a very interesting way to learn about elephants. It follows them all the way through their entire their life. Okay, just a fun, silly one. Sometimes I like to curl up in a ball. This is the story of a little wombat and just all the little silly things that he likes to do throughout the day. That's a cute one. This is a favorite. And I don't even know why this is such a favorite, honestly. It's not that complex of a story.
It's so funny. It's funny.
Bella says it's funny. But Samuel asked me to read this one over and over. Jeremiah saw it this morning and got so excited that he wanted me to read it again. So it just follows this little mouse who's about to pick a strawberry. And then the narrator of the story is warning him that bears like to eat strawberries too. So it's the whole, like, his nervousness surrounding that, and then his solution at the very end. Also, Samuel asks for this so much that Jason, I think, has tried to hide it once before because he got so tired of reading it. But this is a collection of 6 Babar stories, who is this elephant who acts like a human and is the king of the elephants. So we've read this one a lot. Another one. Okay. Moving on to our chapter books. Now, like I said, it's been 2 weeks, I guess, instead of 1, so we've gotten quite a lot read. We finished Detectives in Togas. For my disclaimer about this book, look back to episode 2 of what we've read this week, and I will share that there. Yeah. We read this beloved book, which was so good, and I realized after one of our subscribers asked me what the book was about, I realized that I never shared with you what this was about. So it is about a young, well, I think he was teenager. 18, right?
Yeah,
he was a teenager. A Jewish young man who had lost both of his parents at the hands of the Romans and developed a deep hatred for them. And so he actually fled to the mountains and joined this band of people who were coming together under a certain leader, hoping to one day come back on behalf of the Jewish people and rid the land of the Romans. And just how throughout the story, he meets Jesus, and then the change that takes place in him because of that. I have goosebumps just telling you this, guys. This book was so good. It was most appropriate for my 4th and 5th graders, but everybody was pretty captivated by the story. It was well written. Wow. I'm gonna have to read this one again.
Applause, everyone!
The girls are giving applause for that book. It was good. Okay, we finished the first Chronicles of Narnia. We are on the second one, and we are flying through this one. You can see by our bookmark that we're gonna be done with this one soon. So much fun. We also read this, Who Was Queen Victoria? It was just a biography of Queen Victoria.
Funny book. It was funny. It was funny.
I don't know that funny is the word I would use to describe it. It's a funny picture. It had some humorous parts, but it also had some very dry parts. So take it or leave it. It was the biography of Queen Victoria. And
It was okay.
oh, Elsie is actually rereading. Can I have that real quick, sis, to show them? We read this in one day.
I didn't get it.
Bella, I don't even think you were there. I read it to everybody else. Sorry, Isabella.
Unfair.
I'll give it to you. You can read it. It's just a very lighthearted, silly book that my second and third grader just laughed and laughed at. They thought it was so silly, about just a very humorous, easy read story. Leo thought it was funny too.
Oh no.
And
James
so
toy.
what have we moved into this week? We are reading through Chronicles of Narnia, like I said, and we also started this book. I've heard so much about this book and never read it, and it has been a little slow to get started, but I am persisting through it because I am believing that it's going to pick up and I'm going to just love it. So
Yay
we'll
for
see.
that book.
Bella says yay. I'm carrying on. Let's just say that. I'm going to keep persisting. I think we're going to enjoy it.
I'm gonna do that.
So that's what we read this week. Let me know if there's something great that you read. We're always looking for recommendations, so just put it in the comments and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
No.